Me did the chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomo abusuya for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
On the streets of Kaswa, where I met this fine, good-looking gentleman, he said his name is Petite. In fact, this man said something to me, and then he said he's been following our channel for a while now. On this very episode, we are going to discuss something, but then what he said, let me just tell Brasami straight. Or say, I have never, ever believed Brasami.
Believed me how?
Until when I heard finally, Kiddy is the artist of the year.
Oh, this guy. Then he's late to the party. Every prophecy we put out in the industry, it comes to pass. Then he's late to the party. So Petit, or whatever the name is, if you did not believe me, then you came to the party late. Because to us, everything we say happened to me in this game. Everything I've said, in fact, none, not even a single one failed. Like ditto. Everything I've said. So be careful. Else if I say something about you. You can't say you can't believe me. Like when we did something on the best rappers.
Yeah.
The best rappers here, we said that it was what's his name? Lyrical Joe.
Yeah.
If the industry makes it open, he is above all of them. We said it.
Yeah.
And Lyrical Joe won. Like we don't joke.
It means we understand the game proper.
Exactly. No, when it comes to show business, I'm not blowing my own horn. But what I know, I know. What I don't know, I don't know.
Exactly.
But what I know, and everything I say, I say it with all confidence. I know, like what we are about to say today. So everybody should just get their loins. We are about to tell you guys something that no one in this industry has paid attention to. I've been doing this research for some good 10 years. Yes, and today I'm dropping it. I'm dropping like it's hot. So you guys should just get ready. And this is a documentary that will go in memory lane as one of the best from Ghana. And you can only get this on Sammy Flex TV. Berry.
Thank you very much. And on that note, let's say a very big thank you to Currency the Digital Rasta, Lappy G, and as well as Richard the Finest Boy Flex, making sure that we come your way all this time with quality, authentic entertainment. The name officially remains MC Berima, your favorite MC's MC. And if this is the first time you are getting this or getting the chance to watch this, please like, share, comment, and as well as subscribe if you haven't done this. And thank you very much for always your time. Brasami.
Yes, boss.
Like you said earlier on in your intro, there is something exclusive that a lot of we the entertainment, as well as, let's say everybody, hasn't really paid attention to it.
Mother, you guys are sleeping.
Your very big security. How best is the security like? In our entertainment space. Today you will hear an artist having challenges with let's say audience, with spectators, with fans. How safe is our celebrities? We want to look at some few facts. The celebrities with quality securities around them. Let's say some few.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going to give you top 10 most protected Ghanaian celebrities. In fact, that's what I call this episode. Top 10 most protected Ghanaian musicians. In fact, let me make it specific. Top 10 most protected Ghanaian musicians. Top 10 most protected Ghanaian musicians. And we want everybody to know that this is something that we've been observing for long. So we're going to support this with photos, we're going to support this with videos, so that everybody will see that whatever we are talking about, it is no joke. So if you think you are ready for me, then I'm sure I can deliver now.
Sure,
so we give it to the people back and back.
Like
so if I give one, if you have some question, then
we
ask
move
me,
on.
then we move on.
So like I'm ready, you are ready. So let's roll.
Okay, so security is very important in the life of every celebrity. But today's edition is actually going to focus on musicians. We are focusing more on musicians because over the years they have been ruling our industry more than the rest of the disciplines. So we are going to look at, and these are the things we're going to look at. There are some artists who go out on private occasions, like something not for the public. Still, they have their security men with them. There are others too. You only see security with them when they are coming for public events.
Okay.
So these are some of the things we've looked at. And again, there are some artists or celebrities, artists, musicians in Ghana who have kept some constant people as their security for a longer time. And others too, sometimes you might not know whether they are their friends or not. There are others too, when they are going for gigs only, that's when they go with security people. And that is what we want to do here today.
All right.
We want people to know that we have been doing this study for a longer time. Okay, so let's start with number 10.
Okay.
As in the most protected Ghanaian musician in Ghana.
Whereas we are starting from the bottom.
Exactly.
Okay.
We are starting from the bottom, from down, before we go to number one.
Okay.
Number 10 is Becca. Becca, musician Becca.
Okay.
Ever since she started with Kiki Bansin, Becca has always been protected in the public space. Everywhere Becca goes to, you would see one bodyguard or two around her. Whether it is in a public function or maybe some interviews which they are not friendly or with the place she's going to, or when she's even going for some of these public appearances, Becca will always be seen with one bodyguard or another. She hasn't had any security issues in her career so far. As much as I know, she has been clean with security issues. So on our list, Becca is at number 10.
Okay.
She is always protected in the public space. Now let's move on to number 9. Number 9 is Wendy Shea.
Wendy Shea.
Yes, Wendy Shea. Wendy Shea is also always highly protected by security people when she's in the public space. Thanks to her manager, that is Bullet, that is Rough Town Records boss. Bullet has been doing a lot, making sure her artist is always surrounded by someone or two people who are always making sure she's secured. Because when it comes to, there are some managers who also act as security people around their artists. Bullet is not that type. Bullet is not huge. Bullet is not tall. Bullet is not big. Bullet is just like me. So I'm not sure she would want to take that position. So anytime when the Shea is making any public appearance, she has some one or two security people around her. The only difference is that you cannot be certain about who will be doing it. I'm sure they also do it on service. So when she's going somewhere and they would need someone to protect them, they'll go for those who will do it. I think Becca had some few people, some known faces around her sometimes, but at a point she also changes them based on service. So number 10 is Becca. Number 9 is Wendy Shea. Now let's move on to number 8. Number 8 is Bosom Piyong.
Bosom Piyong.
Yes. Bosom Piyong has one security or bodyguard around him called Egbuzu. Egbuzu is really built,
huge,
very muscular, very huge. And he has been constant with Bosom Piyong. Whether it is in private, whether it is interview, whether it is shows, all the time Egbuzu is around Bosom Piyong. Remember some story that they went to fight at Kiki Beach with Lord Paper. Egbuzu was in the picture. And I'm sure on the day Bosom Piyong got the opportunity to do what he did because he knew his macho man was around.
Behind.
Exactly. That's why he would do it. Because I remember I interviewed Lord Paper. Lord Paper said, "Oh, Bosom Piyong, if they leave the chance for him, he can beat Bosom Piyong." But can you imagine Bosom Pion and Lord Paper, and that day Bosom Pion was really doing things?
Yeah.
It is because he had what? Egbuzu. I think it was not Egbuzu alone who was even around Bosom Pion. He had other guys. So Bosom Pion qualifies here in this list at number 8. Let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is Mona For Real.
Mona For Real.
Yes. Mona For Real is also highly protected whenever she's in the public space. At least, anytime she's in the public space, she doesn't go without 1 bodyguard or 2 bodyguards. She is always protected. Unless maybe she's going for some private things that are not public.
Yeah.
Then you will not see those people around her. But anytime she's going to do anything that is real public, you find 1 or 2 bodyguards around her. So she qualifies in our list as one of the well-protected Ghanaian artists we have here in our country. Number 7 is Miss V.
Miss V.
Miss V, yes, former Lynx Entertainment artist Miss V. Miss V is also highly protected. In fact, since her days at Lynx Entertainment, she also goes to every public space with 1 or 2 bodyguards around her. And even as it is now, she is still doing that. She goes to some places when she's going to perform at public places or when she's going to some functions that are public nature. All the time, she has some 1 or 2 bodyguards around her, giving her safety, giving her protection. So Miss V also qualifies as part of our list. Now let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is Samini.
Samini.
Yes, Samini is also highly protected.
High grade president.
High grade president. Samini has also not maintained. Well, there are some guys around him that you are always sure you see them. One very short, bulky guy. I've forgotten his name. I think I knew his name way then in Plaza FM. He has always been around Samini.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gets other guys. You know, Samini is a real danceman boy who moves with some of his cronies. Some of his cronies who act as bodyguards in the state. And I have seen some of them guiding him at public functions already. So Samini is also highly protected. All these guys at any time, whether he's going for private places, whether he is going for public places, you see some 1 or 2 people around him, all in the name of protection and giving him safety. So Samini qualifies as number 5 on this particular list. Now number 4, we have D Black.
D Black.
D Black is also highly protected. And D Black doesn't struggle to get people we will call bouncers or security people around him because he owns a nightclub.
Yeah.
And the nightclub has bouncers
around.
So anytime he's going for any gig, he selects some 1 or 2 people who will have the looks, who would have what it takes to protect him. And he is always highly protected when he's going for public places. At least, even interviews. D Black has come to my interview at Xylophone and some other places that he had security people around him, even in the studio. And these are some of the pointers we are looking at. Some people who even go for radio interviews and still there are bodyguards around them. D Black is one of them. So he also qualifies here on our list at number 4. Number 3 is Shatawale.
One Dawn.
Yes, number 3 is Shatawale. Shatawale is also highly protected because, you know, with him, at every point, some people are mobbing him. At every point, Shatawale, when it comes to Shatawale's movement, he doesn't know I'm going to public or I'm going to private. Everywhere people meet him, it is going to be crazy. In fact, the day he even decided to come for an interview, I said if he will come, I'd have to go to Sotum and bill or book some police officers to come and park in front of our studio before we can do the interview. Because if we don't do that, we'll be hearing people break into our glasses and enter here. Because they will never sit down for us to finish, and Shatawale will go scot-free. Shatta is also highly protected. The only thing we have not seen with Shatawale security is, as much as he's kept some people around him for a longer time, he changes them often. Sometimes you see one of his boys who was part of the Nima Mamobi clash not long ago. Was it Kumoji? Yes. I know Kumoji is one of his killers around him. And sometimes you also get some 1 or 2 people. Always, Shatta Wale does not move without a security people around him. He does not move. At least he'll get like some 3, 4 or more around him. But like I'm saying, they have not been constant according to our monitoring.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is this, sometimes it is that. So he qualifies at number 3 on this list.
Before you go, is it a Kumoji that we know that he came back from prison not long and then he gave him a...
It wasn't prison, it was cell.
I mean, cell,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, that's what I mentioned there. Yes, that's what I mentioned, exactly. Where the guy he kissed.
Yeah.
Yes, good. That's a good point there. Number 2 is Sarkodie.
Sarkodie.
Yes. Sarkodie is second on our list for the most protected Ghanaian artist in Ghana. Sarkodie at least has kept some constant security people around him ever since his name broke into the music industry. And here I'm talking about Black Nana and another guy whose name I always try to remember but I don't. Sarkodie is always with these 2 guys in the name of protection and security. Whether he is going for a private event, whether he's going for a public event, at every point in time, interviews, whether big station or small station, at every point in time, there is a Black Nana and the other gentleman with him. And you know with Sarkodie, when he asked his manager, Angel Cradia, nothing. Because look at Angel's stature, look at his height. Though he's not his security person, he is part of his management. In fact, he is the lead manager. But anytime he is even in the offing, if you see his stature alone, you might think he is also part of his security. So Sarkodie is at number 2 on our list as the most protected Ghanaian artist in Ghana. Number 1, Guda, is Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy.
Our boy. Stonebwoy is the most protected Ghanaian artist. At least with him, he has also maintained about 3 or 4 bodyguards ever since his name became big in the industry. And here I'm talking about Chain God.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Faganda. I'm talking about Alaji. And there's a new guy with him. Some fine looking black guy. Always with him. I'm sure now he is maybe... Okay, I know Faganda to be the lead security guy. But Faganda works in the formal security service. So it is not the time that he's with them. But the new guy, Alaji and Chain God, they have been constant around Stonebwoy.
With the Chain God especially.
They have been constant. And everywhere Stonebwoy is, they don't give any gap at all. They don't give chances. Especially the new guy that I mentioned. Some black guy, some fine boy like that. He is always having an eye on Stonebwoy. As to why Stonebwoy is the most protected, I don't know. I really can't tell. But at least these 4 people I've mentioned, at every time they are constant. There are other days you see some military men around him. So many times I've seen military men in uniform. Some you see policemen around him. So as according to our list in Ghana, Stonebwoy is the most protected Ghanaian artist. So if you give it a chance, I'll start from down again to top. That if you have any question, ask me. If there is none, we can wrap up.
Okay, so the question I want to ask is when you have these securities around them, let's consider Shatta and then Stonebwoy like this, the genre of their music, does it really also matters like that? Because you considering their genre, they look kind of rowdy, you know, that kind of dance.
I want to agree.
Yeah.
I want to agree without even saying much. The kind of music they do is how you should be protected. And remember Shatta and Stonebwoy's beef. That beef, everybody knew that this is something you cannot joke. You cannot joke with, because beyond the artists themselves, their fans are even a threat.
Yeah, that's very true.
You understand? Beyond the artists themselves, like what happened at the VGMA some years ago, their fans, Shatta Wale's fans are rowdy, Stonebwoy's fans are rowdy. They can misbehave at any point in time. So you don't allow chances around them. That is why Stonebwoy is the one who is more protected here in Ghana. So from down again, the most protected Ghanaian musicians, number 10 is Becca. Number 9, Wendy Shea. Number 8, Bosom P. Young. Number 4, Mona For Real. Oh, sorry. Pajamamin
Number
Kodi.
5.
No, number 7 is Bosom Piyong.
Number 6.
No, number 8 is Bosom Piyong. Number 7 is Mona For Real. Number 6 is Miss V. Number 5 is Samini. Number 4, D Black. Number 3, Shatawale. Number 2, Sarkodie. And number 1 is Stonebwoy. This is a well-researched piece. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. But if you also want to add something, feel free and add something to this. I am done.
Thank you very much. This is a quick one, and like he said, if you have any other add-up, you can just put it at the comment section over there. And thank you very much for always being a part of this show. This is Sammy Flex Speaks on your favorite YouTube channel, Sammy Flex TV. My name MC Berima, your favorite MC's MC. And let's say a very big thank you to Currency for handling the cameras, Richie the finest boy, making sure that editing, everything goes on well for you to just have a quality view of it. And let's say thank you to producer Lappy G. And if you're out there, please be good, be blessed, stay safe, be positive. Peace, and we are out.